Hey everybody, it's Kelly Ballard, the Abundance Business Coach, and we are on week 5. Hard to believe, but we are on week 5 of our deep dive and march through balance. And so this week we are going to be talking about some N words. And today I want to talk about an N word that we generally think of as being really negative. No pun intended there. But we're going to talk about the word no. So generally when you think of the word no or hearing the word no, you think, I'm not getting what I want. You've said no to somebody or you're hearing somebody say no. And so you kind of tend to think of it in terms of, I'm not getting what I want. I've asked for something and I'm not getting it. And I want to kind of look at it from a little different slant this week. I want to look at this from the perspective of the business owner who's asked and asked and asked and asked and asked and asked for things. Day off from an employee, refund from a customer, a new product, new service, expanded this, expanded that. Maybe it's just students walking in from the local high school asking for a donation for their sports team. There is no end to the questions and the demands made on business owners. And of all the thousands of business owners that I've talked to and worked with in the last 30 years, one thing I've learned is very few of them are comfortable saying no. They really feel like they're obligated to say yes. And pretty soon, the business owner is tired, broke, and frustrated. And they're like, just feeling pulled from every direction and not really experiencing the fulfillment that they thought they would as a business owner. So what I kind of want to talk about today is how we can build some margin back in. One of the things that as a bookkeeper I've worked with my clients is having them set a budget up front and then establish that budget. And when that budget is met for donations, charity, they are done. They say, no, I'm sorry, I can't give anymore. I've met my budget. And another one that they can say is, I have to talk to my bookkeeper, find out if I've got the money. Most salespeople don't have an objection to that one. So there's a freebie for you. But more than that, I want to talk about the margin that is lacking. The profit margin, the time margin, the emotional fulfillment margin that's kind of lacking when we don't say no. And we feel like we're just getting pulled in all those different directions. I had a client recently tell me that he really felt tormented by all of the gremlins and all of the alligators that were after him all the time. And it was tripping his internal gremlins and his feelings of, if I was a better businessman, if I was a better husband, if I was a better father, if I was better at this. So there was a lot of judgment that he was experiencing around feeling tired and exhausted. And he'd really created this narrative beating himself up. And yet at the time, I'm sitting kind of back looking at it as a coach and a fellow business owner and saying, given everything he was looking at and dealing with that was on his plate, it was pretty natural and normal for him to be feeling the way that he was feeling. So we all kind of deal with those gremlins and those internal struggles. And through coaching, I've been able to help my clients kind of find new ways to reframe it, challenge their preconceived ideas and notions that that they're trapped, that they're stuck at the effect of something, and really work to help them figure out a oh, an alternative, something, and it all has to come from within them. It's not something that I can from the outside put in. It's helping them realize that so that they're empowered to find this solution to their own issues or struggles. So as we go through this week, we are going to be talking about narratives, our internal narrative, our internal self-talk, whatever you want to call it. And one of the things that I really want to encourage you in today is to just be aware of your choices and your opportunity. And we're going to be talking a lot about that this week. And where can you say no? Where can you say maybe? Where can you say lovingly, no, it's just not something that I can do right now? And let that be okay. But again, kind of at the risk of sounding like a broken record, we talk a lot about core values. But when you have established your core values and you're really comfortable with those core values, then those decisions that are made are in alignment with your values. And alignment was kind of our theme for last week. And this week, our theme is going to kind of be that narrative, that internal narrative. And what happens when we don't say no as often as we should? How often have you ever said yes and inside your stomach's just turning? It's going, I don't have time. I don't have the money. This is going to put me in a tough spot. But you just didn't feel like you had the ability to say no. So changing that internal narrative can kind of give you that ability to say no and challenge what is it about saying yes that is a payoff for you, because we know there's always a payoff, right? There's always got to be a payoff or we wouldn't do it. And what is it about saying no to that that would make you uncomfortable? So those are kind of some of the ways in which I challenge my clients that are overwhelmed and are saying no to things that are not supporting them in their core values. So that's it. That's what I got for you guys today. I hope you're having a great day and a great week. Again, I'm Kelli Ballard, the Abundance Business Coach. And if any of this is resonating with you and you're feeling like you want to take a deeper dive into areas where you're struggling to say no, get on my calendar. I'd love to do a complimentary consultation with you. Absolutely no charge. And I will promise you that I will show up and coach and support you powerfully. So happy Monday, and I look forward to hopefully talking with you soon. Blessings.